Hello Vibe Tribe. Your presence is welcome to this channel. We're going to be diving into the Virgo energy wave for the Aquarius zodiac month. You can use this information and apply it to wherever you have this energy in your birth chart. In this particular tarot reading, we're going to be focusing on spiritual ascension. The definition of ascension is rising to a higher level, and therefore, this is a guide to the never-ending road of your spiritual elevation. Now I would like you to imagine a circular clock. Picture the large numbers. They should count 1 through 12. These numbers represent each of the zodiac signs, and when the short hand of the clock hits a number, it signifies one full ascension step. Now look closer into the clock. There are 4 small lines in between the big numbers, and every line represents the 4 weeks that make up a zodiac season. It is this crucial information that we're going to detail as we move forward in this video. To set our vibrations to the highest level possible, I will say a prayer, and it's advised that you follow along with me by tuning in your mental energy. Let us begin. Dear Creator God of the universe, thank you for creating all that you have created. Thank you for keeping the world at a balance. Thank you for giving us life. Thank you for loving us unconditionally. Thank you for allowing me to share this message and guiding this message to those meant to hear it. We are so grateful to you for masterpiecing the world around us and creating each individual detail made by your genius artistry, including ourselves. We are grateful that you allowed us to be masters of our own choices in life, and we hope to use that gift to grow expansive positivity within ourselves, then spreading that positivity to the world around us. I ask you to cloak this reading, including the audience and myself, with protection against all negativity, so this may be a positive space for truthful information to be heard and accepted. Please guide this reading with your Holy Spirit of wisdom, and may it teach us the way of ascension. Glory be to you. Amen. The process of ascension easily compares to the growth of a lotus flower. The lotus flower grows by bearing deep roots into the soil at the bottom of a still body of water. This soil impacts the flower's entire growth cycle and is the hidden source to the beauty of the lotus. This is the piece that Virgo energy wave is expanding during Aquarius season. So Virgo, the piece that you're going to be expanding during this time, during Aquarius season, is going to be on your emotional maturity. You're coming up as the king of chalices. Chalices, which is cups, represents emotions, and it also represents intuition. And when we're talking about emotions and you're getting to this king status talks about mastering how you handle your emotions, being a master at this. So what that means is the king of chalices can be a bit reserved at sometimes, depending on what perspective that we're talking about, but is also a very giving energetically when it comes to emotions as well. But the ability to have the discernment on when to give and when to not give of your emotions here. This is something that you're expanding on. This is something that you could be going towards. I'm feeling like, yeah, this is something you're going towards here. Something that you're developing. You're not quite there yet, but you're one step away. And basically this ascension step during Aquarius season is going to get you through that last step to achieve this. With this portion of the reading, we're going to be detailing the seed of your lotus. It is what the soil is cultivating during this Aquarius season and is the main focus at this time for the Virgo energy wave. So what we have here is the Ace of Swords, Virgo. So Swords talks about the mind, it talks about logic, it talks about ideas, it talks about information. And when we're talking about aces, we're talking about something new. So this is new ideas. This is new information coming to light, or maybe even being discovered somehow. This is a new way of thinking, okay? And that makes sense because in order to be able to pass that last level to get to this King of Chalices energy, you're going to be embarking on a journey of a new mindset, a new mentality kind of, or one, it's more so being added to you. I wouldn't say that, you're completely wiping the slate clean and completely metamorphosing yourself. You're more so adding to the things that you already know, adding to the things that adding to your ideas, adding to your information. And this is what's going on with the Ace of Swords. It's a new way of thinking here that's being introduced to you through spirit. The clock we visualize in our minds at the beginning of this video stands for each zodiac season as an individual step towards ascension. Most of these steps that finalize growth within ourselves have been in the process of maturing for some time. We're going to be looking at the piece of last zodiac month that has led to the current development we are now building. So the biggest thing about last zodiac month that is carrying into Aquarius season is this Page of Wands energy. This talks about embarking on a new adventure of some kind. Something that is going towards something that you desire, or something that has sparked a big motivation in you. But it's something completely new, because it's in the Page energy, which is the novice energy. So it's something that you have not gone after before. Even if it's a desire that you've had for a while, you've never actually made steps towards this desire. So with this Page of Wands energy, it's you're bringing in like this fiery motivation to move forward in something in your life. The lotus sprout is the first time this beautiful flower peeks out of its soil and is exposed to the world. Since the lotus likes to grow in muddy water, it begins its life in a new, unknown territory that is difficult to see through. The sprout mimics the part of Ascension where we are challenged to do something new and to be brave enough to continue without being able to see where the path will take us. These first 2 weeks of Aquarius season, we're going to be using our instincts, much like the lotus, to navigate ourselves towards completing the lesson. So we have this Queen of Chalices energy, which is is the partner of the King of Chalices, but it's also the step before you reach mastery. This is kind of like having a bachelor's degree, and the king status would be like having a PhD. So with the Queen of Cups here, or the Queen of Chalices, we're talking about emotions and we're talking about intuition again. The Queen is giving of her emotions. Okay, very giving, has an overabundance of love that she gives. But one thing, the only difference between the Queen of Chalices and the King of Chalices is this discernment piece. The discernment on when to hold back that energy and when to give that energy. So, but the thing is, the Queen is okay all the time because she has an overabundance all the time of energy. She has an overabundance of love. She has an overabundance of affection. All of this kind of stuff. So at the beginning of Aquarius season, you are going to be into this giving energy, this giving emotionally. So most of the time, when we begin a step of ascension, a lot of times we may be going inward. But with your energy right now at the beginning of this ascension step during Aquarius season, you're going to be very outward with your energy. So this talks about connections that you have with people. You're going to be connecting with people. I'm seeing celebrations also, some sort of maybe even get-togethers of some kind. But there's a lot of love that you're giving. There's a lot of emotions that you're giving. There's a lot of even intuitive messages that you're giving to others at this time. The lotus flower begins to take root and secure itself into the soil while simultaneously growing upward towards the top of the water. Once it reaches the water's surface, it becomes visible to a world outside of the murky water it was born in. The ability for this flower to connect its grounding energy to its growth symbolizes a newly established part in yourself that can now be visible to the world around you. So Virgo, the biggest thing the last 2 weeks of Aquarius season is, I see you taking a complete 180 in the complete opposite direction of how you were giving of yourself and how you were handling the connections in your life. I see it being the complete opposite than the first 2 weeks of Aquarius season. So the first 2 weeks, you remember we were talking about you giving of your emotions, you being very open, you really connecting with people. And in the last 2 weeks, there's a disconnect of some kind. And it causes you to show a different side of yourself. It's not, I wouldn't say necessarily it's not maybe you changing, but for some of you, this could be brand new for you. So maybe you've never done this before, but I think that's for a very select few. I don't really feel that for the majority of you, but for the majority of you, This is just a side that maybe only comes out in certain situations, because we have the Five of Wands here. This talks about change. 5 is the number of change. Wands, desires, fire, motivation, transformation, but it can also be a bit chaotic. So there's a lot of change going around you, and some of it is transformative and some of it is chaotic, but it is still transformative. It's still change. It's still, things are changing. And I feel like in this sort of environment, of course, you know, like when you connect with a lot of people, they don't always get along. The people that you connect with may not get along with each other, even though you connect with them. But it causes, there seems to be a bit of competition around you. I don't know if it's towards you, but I can definitely feel that it is around you, and it's causing you to change your demeanor and how you handle people in your life. At the end of the Aquarius season, the lotus that grows within yourself will be in full bloom. This bloom is the point of achievement that you've accomplished. The beauty of the lotus is an intricate and delicate design, standing for the many complexities to our lives and how easy our choices shape the pathway to our destinies. So at the end of Aquarius season, Virgo, you're going to be into this 5 of chalices energy. Chalices, remember we had this before, right? Chalices, emotions, and intuition. 5 is the number of change. So there's a change in a connection you may have with some people. There's a change in your emotions. Maybe intuitively you get a message coming in about some changes that need to happen with when it comes to your emotions and how you connect with people, or even just certain people, possibly. Maybe up to 5, I don't know, with that 5 number. But it really represents the change. But there's going to be you have a helpfulness going on. There's a sense of a freedom out of something. I think that because this is mainly about, for Aquarius season, this is mainly about your boundaries. So I'm actually feeling a very strong energy of you setting boundaries now makes you feel like you have a certain level of freedom. It gives you a freedom from possibly people pleasing or something around that area. Some of these connections that you had, they were a bit, they kind of weighed on you a little bit. So yeah, just being free of the things that don't emotionally serve you, or just are draining you. That's a big feeling of what I'm feeling. Now, it's not going to be everybody that you have a connection with or everything that you have a connection with. It's going to be a select few. It's going to be a select few. It could be one, like for some of you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. However, whichever number it is, you have to take this information and put it in your life where it fits. But yeah, with this 5 of chalices energy, it's big on emotional freedom here. It's big on, you know, severing a tie that caused a bit of chaos in your life. And when you do this is what's bringing you to that King of Cups energy, that discerning energy, that emotional discernment energy. Okay? All right, well, that's Aquarius season. I hope this video helped guide you in the right direction in your life. And for those that would like to dig deeper into this energy, there's going to be a live group reading via Zoom, where you're going to have a chance in a select group of people to ask questions. Please, 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 please don't hesitate to hit that like button and leave your commentary in the comment section below. Subscribe to the Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok pages, as well as the website's newsletter. This is going to keep you updated when there are classes, workshops, live group readings, new products, and free giveaways. All donations are accepted via Cash App and PayPal. Thank you all to that decide to donate ahead of time. Your donations put a smile on my face, and they are so much appreciated. Now, every day say a prayer to God, creator of the universe. This is going to shield your pathway from unnecessary negativity. Keep your energy focused on your spiritual ascension. This will pattern your life to be surrounded in divine energy. Practice loving yourself. It is a journey that never ends. Spread love, because what we give is what we take in the cycle of karma, and a reflection of our own self. And lastly, remember that you are a child of the Creator God, and this makes you amazing. So until we meet again, Vibe Tribe, bye bye.